In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some simple 4-out basketball plays that you can run with your team. This is a very super easy set that pretty much any age group can run, so let's get down and let's check these out. So we're going to start with the ball on the side that has no post player. To start this play, we are going to have player 2 setting the down screen for player 4. Player 4 is going to pop up, he is going to use that screen, and player 1 may be able to pass player 4 the ball. This could result in a 3-point shot. After player 2 sets that screen, now player 5 over here is going to set the screen on player 2, and 2 is going to then cut across the key. This is going to be our second option in this play. If player 2 receives that ball, it's going to be a very simple easy 2-point shot. If neither of this is open, player 5, he is going to then go over to this corner after that screen. Now player 1 could drive the ball, he could pass to player 3, he could do a dribble handoff with player 3, it doesn't matter, but the play is now finished and we can go into whatever motion offense that you run as a team. In fact, if you want a very simple motion offense that you can run after set plays like this one, make sure to go check out the complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. This next play, we're going to start with the ball on the same side as the post player. This is going to be very similar to a zoom action, so what we are going to start with is player 5 setting that screen on player 4, and player 1 is going to then dribble the ball towards that wing right here, and he is going to then set that screen where player 4 is going to be coming off of essentially a staggered screen that ends with a dribble handoff. And then what we will see is we want player 5 to roll off of this first screen. Player 4, we want him to attack that elbow, and player 1 to then pop out to the 3-point line. This gives player 4 multiple options. So he could hit player 5 with a pass for a simple layup. Player 4, if there was a miscommunication on defense, could kick the ball out to player 1 for a 3-point shot, which would be ideal if there was a miscommunication on that dribble handoff. Or depending on what the help defender is doing or the gap defender, if either one of these players overhelp in the paint, you could kick that ball out to either one of those two players on the opposite side of the court. Now, let's say none of these options are open. None of these players, let's say, are available to have the ball passed to them, and let's say there is no lane to the basket for player 4 to get a layup. Player 4 can then dribble back out and then enter into one of the simple 5-out offenses that I do give you in the 5-out complete guide down in the description below. Now this next play is another super simple play. I've actually ran this with a ton of different teams that I've coached, and it is a 4-out play with the center, instead of being in the low post, he is in the high post. Generally speaking, he would be on ball side, but I personally would rather him start either in the middle or the opposite side of the ball and then show to that elbow so that he is able to get himself at least some kind of open or available for that pass. Now, when that pass goes into player 5, I want to see the weak side cut, the weak side wing. This may be an opportunity for a pass and an assist for player 5 and a very simple wide open layup. If that's not open, he is going to then fill out, player 3 lifts, and when this happens, I want player 1 to cut to the rim, but using player 5 as a dribble handoff. Usually what happens when this is the case, player 5's man is right behind player 5. He is not in any kind of drop coverage or into a situation where he would be able to hedge or blitz this screen or this dribble handoff. In fact, there's no dribbling at all, it's just a handoff, which should allow player 1 to have the wide open lane to the basket for yet another layup. Now, once player 1 cuts through, let's say he's not open. Player 4 is going to then lift. Player 1 is going to fill out and fill that corner spot. Now player 5 can pass the ball out to either 4 or 3, preferably 4 because he would have been the last option lifting. And when this happens, this is just going to result in a screen and roll between, in this case, 4 and 5, who will then either score off of the attack, maybe potentially pass the ball to player 5, or could kick the ball out depending on how the gap and help defenders are playing, in which case you would then enter into a 5-out, which would be, again, probably one of the plays that is described in the complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. So definitely go check out that complete guide. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button and subscribe.